All right, here again with the great Kenny Rice, and I got to get some more information from you here because there's one thing that I love to do on Derby Week. It's fine if you can come and pick the winner, but it is all about the exotics. These pools are some of the biggest we're going to see all year, maybe the biggest we'll see all year, particularly the Superfecta for the Kentucky Derby itself. So let's say we probably going to stick to a little bit of the chalk at the top, not get too wild, but I love to kind of fill out the rest of my exotic card with some bombs, right?
You have
so
to.
How do you go about setting up a trifecta, a superfecta, and how would you explain to the audience, exactly what those bets are?
Well, first off, if you get a superfecta, you're picking the top 5 horses. Trifecta, you're picking the top 3. Exacta, the top 2. You can box them, which means you get various combinations. Now, the only thing is, especially for the novice bettor, you go to the window and you start boxing a lot, and all of a sudden you go, wait, I just spent $840. Wait a minute, do I want to spend that? I've only been to the races twice. That's the downside of that. You get 84 combinations on that. That's for like a $1. Okay. You can also bet, though, a 10 cent, which is like a new thing, a relatively new thing, a 10 cent for $84. And I got a cousin that lives on those. He'll call me up. He say, yeah, I won $105 today. I bet 84, if I'd have bet $1. But the thing is, it's what level of excitement do you like? Do you want to go skydiving, or do you want to drive the car maybe 20 miles over the speed limit? So
I got it.
You got to stay with Tapit Trice, Angel of Empire and Tapit Trice. You got to stay with those two. Let's not get crazy that nobody else is going to get in the game, But then confidence game right now is 20-1. I think he's interesting. I probably would put in there, along with him, verifying, who's not a crazy long shot, by the way, but he is a long shot. You're getting some odds on him.
20-1,
you're getting like 15-1 on the son of a Triple Crown winner. I think that's one to put in there. You like the Japanese horse, don't you?
Well, a little bit. I mean, I'm intrigued. I think he might be on the early speed, and I think that's what's going to win this race.
And I would put him in there. And I think, so you got 5. That's a pretty good 5 start, Now let's go with something crazy. Sun Thunder, who's 50-1, who's kind of been there. I don't think he's going to win it, but now we're talking about, is he going to be in the top 4 or 5? Which is a whole new ball game. I think he's got a shot. The guy that is a co-owner knows the Pope. No, seriously. He has lunch with the Pope because he's a doctor of the chief medical doctor for the Diocese of New York.
Of course.
And so the Pope put him on the prayer list this week. So on Saturday, they'll be praying for Sunday Thunder. Sun Thunder.
Sun Thunder hits the board. That's the bomb. I like that.
I had to bring out, only for Drew do I take copious notes like this. Last year, the dollar super paid $321,500.10.
$321,000.
Because you had an 80-1 shot, obviously winning it. This year, though, if you look at the numbers, Drew, I mean, even the favorite Forte is like 3-1. You could throw him in if you want to go like 7 boxes. If you want to go like 7 deep in this, and let's say that we decided we're going 7 deep, and because we can just roll with that kind of money and write it off.
Of course.
It's 800.
We're having fun.
$840 or so. And you get some friends involved, and you put 7 combinations in there. Because you're going 7 to get 5, and honestly, it sounds, well, that's easy. I'll pick 7 out of 20 horses, and then you always get something crazy like a country house that comes in and things like that. But did I give you enough horses?
Yeah, absolutely. That should cover us for sure. Okay, so just real quick for the other kind of just the beginners out there. What's the difference between like the pick 5 versus the superfecta and the trifecta?
You're picking over the course of 5 races, over a set period of 5 races, or sometimes I'll have a pick 3 over 3 races or 4 races. And you got to go in sequence there. Now, again, that ticket can get very expensive. You don't have to just play one horse in every bet. Most of the time, you at least want to go 2 or 3. They'll say you want a key 1, which means you want to pick 1 horse in 1 race, maybe. Like here, like Good Olive and some really good horses run this weekend. You say, Good Night Olive. If I say, yeah, I'm gonna put her in there as a key, and then I'm gonna
build around that.
But just remember, the more bets you make, the more money is at stake. Now, obviously, you make more on a $1 trifecta box or a superfecta than a 10-cent one, but it's just how much money do you want to risk, and do you enjoy it? And I actually had a couple friends that picked numbers like a lottery, and they won a super about 3 years ago. And they just picked the numbers. They were like 5, 7, 9, whatever works.
Of course, yeah. Okay, very cool. So Hopefully that's a good little bit of an introduction into some of the exotics that are available for Kentucky Derby Day. And again, because these pools are so enormous, the payouts can be pretty astronomical. So excited to see how this plays out, and I'll definitely be getting involved. Best of luck on the races, Kenny.
Hey, man, always a pleasure, Drew. Thank you.